So coming to the controllers and compensators, PD controller is used to compensate a system. Okay, compared to uncompensated system, the compensation system has PD controller. What does a PD controller do? Proportional is going to give the better overshoots would be decreased to, like it will decrease the overshoots. Okay, what is a damper proportional integral derivative? What is the derivative is going to do? Decrease the control area error. Okay, 0. If it is 0, then it will nearer to the actual steady state point decrease. So even if this is included, we will have a small defect, which is a higher type number. No, this doesn't take any case. Large transient overshoots, that is only a PD controller is going to do. So this is also this doesn't come. Reduced damping or higher noise amplification. So here when we are taking some overshoots, when it is settling, there will be some higher noise amplifications like this. Even though if it is settling in the particular range, there will be some more noise amplification there. So our PD controller is mainly used to compensated system, like it will have higher noise amplification. The noise amplification will be decreased. Reduced damping, obviously reduced damping will be done, damping would be reduced, but the main aspect is higher noise amplification is decreased during this PD controller. So with the compensated system and uncompensated system, this is the main difference. Okay, next question. Which of the following statement is incorrect? Lead compensator is used to reduce the settling time. Yes, lead compensator will lead the system, like before the system is as the system is settling at the larger time, it is going to reduce the rising time and everything, and it will settle the time fastly. This is the correct option only. Lag compensator is used to reduce the steady state error. Exactly, previously we have said PD control lag compensator. Okay, lead compensator may increase the order of a system. Yes, lead compensator we are using to reduce the settling time, but when settling time is reducing, the order of system also will get increased, like increased number of poles, increased number of zeros, or some other option it will be. This is also right, but lag compensator always stabilizes an unstable system. This is a wrong option, because it may or may not stabilize the system, because it can make the system stable, or it cannot make the system stable. It is not properly that it will make the system stable. Okay, so this is the false statement here, incorrect statement. Understood? Just read the options keenly, the main keywords. See here, it stabilizes is the main keyword, increase the order, lag compensator, reduce the steady state error, and reduce the settling time. These are the main keywords we need to observe in any of the incorrect statements or correct statement problems. Okay, next question. So the transfer function of tachometer. What is a tachometer is used in generally in machines or any lab. We are going to see there will be a tachometer. We are going to see the speed of the system. How the speed will be in the differentiating mode. What is the equation? Previously we discussed what is the transfer function of differentiator? Ks. So tachometer also is designed in the formula based on the form of differentiator only. Ks is the direct one. Okay, direct formula for tachometer. Understood? Keep in the mind. Next question. A control system with PD controller. Okay, a PD controller is taken, is given in figure. The velocity error constant kV. So kV is considered for open loop system only. Okay, kV is 1000, and the damping velocity zeta is given as 0.5. Okay, we need the values of kp and kd. Kp comma kd are how much? These are the things we are going to find. First, let us resolve this system y by r form. Like we will do the open loop feedback. We'll resolve this feedback and find the transfer function. So y by r is equals to g by 1 plus gh. Okay, g by 1 plus gh. Here my h is 1 and g is that whole transfer function in the system. We'll write directly in the formula only, equation only. Okay, y by r equals to, what is my g? Kp plus kds into 100 by s of s plus 10 whole divided by 1 plus gh is nothing but h is 1. So again I am going to write g only. So kp plus kds into 100 by s of s plus 10. Okay, so multiplying this side and these both get cancelled here, we are going to get y by r is equals to kp plus KDS into 100 whole divided by, this will be multiplied here, S of S plus 10 plus again Kp plus KDS into 100. Okay, this is the thing we got. Next, let us again simplify this into second order form. We'll write it in a second order equation form. So 100 into Kp plus KDS whole divided by, there are two more s terms, so let us multiply s square plus 10s. Here we are going to get s into s square plus 10s, s square plus 10s. Again here 100 Kp plus 100 KDS, 100 Kp plus 100 Kd into s. Okay, so again resolving this, we will get 100 into Kp plus KDS whole divided by s square plus s of 10 is there and 100 Kd is there. So 10 plus 100 Kd into the constant which is left out is 100 Kp. Okay, this is my whole y by r, my whole y by r equation, second order equation. Now what is given and what we can resolve, we will see. Kv is given as 1000. Kv, what we have, Kv as limit s tends to 0, s into g of s into h of s, open loop only here. Okay, g of s into h of s, and this should be, this is Kv, right? Kv, and this is equals to 1000. Okay, 1000. Now what we'll do, we'll substitute the g of s into h of s here directly. Limit s tends to 0, s into, what is my g of s? This is g. Yeah, this is g of s and h of s. So h of s is 1, but g of s is this whole thing. So Kp plus KDS Kp plus KDS, Kp plus KDS into 100 by s of s plus 100. Sorry, it is s plus 10. Okay, good. It is s plus 10. Okay, s of s plus 10. Okay, this is the g and h value, however it is 1. Okay, into 1. So here s and s are cancelled, and s should be put 0, and this whole should be equals to 1000. Okay, 1000. So putting s is equals to 0, Kp into this is this becomes 0, Kd into s becomes 0, and Kd into 100 whole divided by s plus 10 is 0 plus 10 is 10. This is equals to 1000. 0 0 gets cancelled. Again here 0 is cancelled. The value of Kp is equals to 100. So we found the value of Kp. From options, let us eliminate first what are the unnecessary options. These both are unnecessary. Kp is not. Kp is only 100. Now we will find Kd. It is 0.09 or 0.9. We will see. How to find Kd? See, previously we have found the open loop equation, from which this is represented as s square plus 2 zeta omega n s plus omega n square. Okay, from here we have already brought this equation Kp as 100, right? For s is equals to 0, Kp is 100. Okay, substituting this here, we are going to get, see, put Kp here, and the condition is s is equals to 0. Okay, so from that we will get y by r for s is equals to 0. Okay, putting s is equals to 0 only in the, like this is of the form omega n square by s square plus 2 zeta omega n s plus omega n square. Okay, this is the form. So I need omega n. I already have zeta. I need omega n so that I can find Kd also. So from this we can say 100 into, what is my Kp? 100 plus KDS by that's total equation, whatever it would be, we will get like 0 plus 0, but that will be equals to omega n square by that sort of equation. We will not equate this, but we will see what is this condition exactly. So KDS, S will be 0, so KD into S, here S will be 0, and omega n square would be 100 into 100. So from this we are determining omega n square first. So 100 into 100 is 10 power 4, and we will sending this side, we will get omega n is equals to 100 only again. So the value of omega n is 100. Now what we need? We need to find the value of KD. So here in KD, we can observe from the equation 2 zeta omega n. 2 zeta omega n is equals to 10 plus 100 KD. So 10 plus 100 KD. What is the value of zeta? 2 into zeta is 0.5. And what is the value of omega n? 100 plus 100. This will be equals to 10 plus 100 KD. Solving this 0.5, these both will get cancelled, and 100, this 10 will be sent this side, so 100 minus 10 is 90, and 100 will be sent this side, so 90 by 100 is equals to KD, where 0 cancel, so KD will be equals to 0.9. okay, so value of Kp is 100 and value of Kd is 0.9. A is also the wrong option. This is one of the question asked in EC GATE. One of the it was a tricky question, but mathematically, if you are going to see this, you are going to know the steady state error values Kv, Kp, Kd. Okay, then normal time response things, you can solve this easily. Next question. The phase lead configuration is used to. What is a phase lead is going to do? It will firstly, when we are leading it, okay, the rise time is going to increase, but the overshoots will also decrease. Okay, we are going to see increase in rise time and overshoots will be decreased. We have seen it already in the previous thing. When we are going to lead it, rise time is going to increase and overshoots will be decreased. Okay, next question. The transfer function of phase lead compensator is given by. Phase lead compensator is given. Okay, some transfer function is given. Maximum phase shift provided by such compensator is. What is the maximum phase shift? Pi of t. What is it? Pi of t. We need to find what is the value of pi of t. Okay, let us see. GE of t, GE of s is equals to 1 plus 3t of s by 1 plus ts. Okay, now what I'll do is, I'll directly find angle of this. GE of s is equals to, like putting this 1 plus t of s, right? Okay, tan inverse of 1 plus 3t of j omega by 1 plus 3t of j omega, 3 not 3, 1 plus 3t of omega by 1 plus t of j omega. Okay, tan inverse of imaginary. What is my imaginary? 3t omega, 3t omega by 1 minus, again, tan inverse of t omega by 1. Okay, now maximum phase shift, if maximum phase shift is provided, what will be the angle here? D by dt of angle of GE of s should be equals to 0. Maximum, we are providing maximum phase shift, so the differentiated one will be equal to 0. So here my this value differentiation will be equals to 0. So exactly t of omega. Okay, so we can say d by dt of this whole tan inverse of 3t omega minus tan inverse of t omega will be equals to 0. Okay, this is the main point. Now we'll differentiate it. What is the differentiation of tan A? Tan inverse A by S square plus A square. So we will get A by A square plus 1 square. Okay, not A by S square plus S square. A by S square plus 3t omega. 3t omega whole square plus 1 square minus, again tan inverse differentiation is A by A square plus 1 square is equals to 0. Send this that side. 3t omega by 3t omega whole square plus 1 is equals to t omega by t omega whole square plus 1. T omega gets cancelled. Cross multiply both, then we will get 3 into t omega whole square plus 1. 3 into t omega whole square plus 1 is equals to 3t omega whole square plus 1. 3t omega whole square plus 1. Okay, let us resolve this. 3 of t square omega square plus 3 is equals to 3 3s are 9t square omega square plus 1. Okay, sending this that side and sending this side. So 3 minus 1 is equals to 9t square omega square minus 3t square omega square. 2 is equals to 9 minus 3 is 6t square omega square. 2 1s are 2 3s are. We are going to get t square omega square is equals to 3. So here the value is 3t omega square. So we will get 1 by 3. So the value will be 1 by root 3. Okay, not root 3. So 1 by root 3, t omega equals to 1 by root 3. So putting this 1 by root 3 there, we will get 3 into 1 by root 3, and here also it is 1 by root 3. Okay, so root 3 ones are root 3 times, and tan inverse of root 3. What is the value of tan inverse of root 3? Of root 3 would be 60, and tan inverse of 1 by root 3 would be 30. Okay, 30. So 60 minus 30 is 30 degrees. 30 degrees is my maximum phase shift provided. So how 30 degrees can be represented? Pi by 6. So this is the final answer of the maximum phase shift provided will be pi by 6. Okay, that's it, students. These are our control system question practice series. Hope everyone have got a good glance of this practice question series. Further also we'll give more sessions with all subjects. Thank you everyone. Thank you from Govidya also. Thank you.